I'm still going to ask if it's within you, those of you who are to the very back, to come forward a bit to fill up any of the empty seats that are not taken. Just for the aesthetic, it would be nice. I am also going to ask the staff, because you know we have to walk in, so can we kindly just line up towards the back of the hall? Miss Strawn, Mrs. Strawn, please take your place. Would you like to go? You're the chairman of the board.
When I cannot stand, I'll fall on you.
So I'm going to ask you to play the song for the entrance of the teachers, please. And can we all stand?
Those schoolgirl days of telling tales and biting nails are gone.
Can we have a round of applause for the staff of Alpha Junior School?
I know they will still live on and on. But how do you thank someone who has taken you from crayons to perfume? It isn't easy, but I'll try. If you wanted the sky, I would ride across the sky in letters that would soar 1,000 feet high.
And so now we're going. Yes. We will now see the walk-in of Alpha Junior School class of 2024.
You can be the best. You can be the King Kong banging on your chest. You can beat the world. You can beat the war. You can talk to God, go banging on his door. You can throw your hands up. You can beat the clock. Yeah. You can move a mountain. You can break rocks. You can be a master. Don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you can find yourself standing in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. And the world's gonna know your name. You can run a mile, you can walk straight through hell with a smile. You could be the hero, you can get the gold. Breaking all the records, they thought never could be broke. Yeah, do it for your people, do it for your pride. And you're never gonna know if you never even try. Do it for your country, do it for your name. Cause there's gonna be a day when you're standing in the Hall of Fame.
All right, let's have a big round of applause for the graduating class of 2024. At this time, I'm going to ask us to remain standing as we have the school prayer, the national anthem, and the school song, and that will be led by Miss Rihanna Greenidge, Miss Olivia Donald, and Mr. Tremel Douglas. So you do well.
Hail, Grenada, land of ours, we pledge ourselves to thee. Heads, hearts, and hands in unity to reach our destiny. Ever conscious of God, being proud of our heritage, may we with faith and courage aspire, build, advance. As one people, one family, God bless our nation. The school prayer. God of mercy, God of grace, bless our school in every way. Bless our teachers, our friends, and those who care, when at study, work, or play. Bless us for Jesus' sake. Amen. We will live and work together, use our minds in fullest measure, here at Alpha Junior School. We will sow and we will grow, in mind and body we will grow, here at Alpha Junior School. We'll enjoy work, love God and life in peace and love, together strive, here at Alpha Junior School.
Okay, you may have a seat. All right, good morning, everyone. It is not my job to welcome you, so I won't do that. But for the purposes of this event, my name is Miss Carrington. I am the grade 6 teacher and also your MC. Right now, I would like to hand over to Miss Ariel Joseph and Rihanna Greenidge, as they would like to recite a poem that they have written for you. So give a round of applause for Ariel and Rihanna.
We can be the greatest, we can be the best, we can be the King Kong banging on our chest. As we step into the world so wide, with dreams to chase and our heads full of pride. May every path we choose be bright, with determination in our hearts and the fire of ambition lighting our way. Let's stride forward fearlessly, knowing that our potential knows no bounds. Class of 2024, let's hold on to these powerful words from Hall of Fame as we set forth in our journey towards greatness and endless possibilities. Let's embrace each opportunity with enthusiasm for unity, perseverance. We shall conquer all the lies ahead, standing tall as a beacon of aspiration and achievement for all to see.
As you can see, all the more they have in school, they get very shy when it's time, right? So you'll give them a little grace. They have been through a literal hurricane and so many other things. However, Beryl kind of messed up my head and I forgot. We do need to have an opening prayer. So I'm going to invite you to stand again and I'm going to invite Mrs. Mark to open us in prayer.
Good morning, everybody. Dear God, we thank you for the opportunity to be here to celebrate the journey of the students, the graduating class of 2024. We are grateful for every opportunity we get to recognize victories and to work through challenges. God, we thank you that today's proceedings will go according to your will. And we pray, God, that you would touch the students as they transition into this new journey. I pray that you give them wisdom, give them knowledge, give them understanding. Touch their parents as they collaborate with their new teachers. And I pray, God, that you would just bless all of us together. In Jesus' name.
We will now have the official welcome, and that will be done by Angel Gibbs and Zara Stephen.
Chairman of the Board, Dr. Berth Brathwaite. Director, Mrs. Alana Twambarima. Principal of Alpha Junior School, Ms. Stephanie John. Guest speakers, Ms. Jill Hector. Good morning, everyone. Honored guests, parents, teachers, and my fellow graduating classmates. Today marks a significant milestone in our lives as we gather here to celebrate our graduation from grade 6. It is with great joy and a touch of nostalgia that I stand before you to welcome you all to this memorable occasion.
First and foremost, I want to express our heartfelt gratitude to our families who have supported us tirelessly throughout this journey. Your unwavering encouragement and love have been our bedrock, guiding us through the challenges and celebrating our successes.
Our teachers, thank you for your dedication and commitment. You have imparted not only knowledge, but also invaluable life lessons that will stay with us forever. Your guidance has shaped us into the individuals we are today, preparing us for the road ahead.
Fellow graduates, I just want to say we will surely leave a mark at Alpha from giving trouble to being a kind-hearted group of children.
Today is not just an end, but a new beginning. Let us celebrate our achievements, cherish the memories we have created, and embark on the next chapter of our lives with courage and enthusiasm.
Once again, welcome everyone to our grade 6 graduation ceremony.
Thank you for being here to share this special day with us.
Let's make it a celebration to remember. Thank you.
They were telling all the truths, especially that part about being troublesome. It has been a year. There have been tears. They were mine. They were Miss Strawn's. It was never they. They cried somewhat, right? But they have been a class that has endured, and I really wanted to see them have a proper graduation. All things considered, we had to put this together very quickly because we didn't have the extra days that we would have had to prepare. So any little thing that you see kind of going wonky, just say, bless God, and let it go. Okay? Just say, bless God, and let it go. Don't gas me, I'll say more things. All right, so now we are going to do a formal introduction of the graduates. So when I call their names, they're going to stand, they're going to do their individual hi, and then they're going to have a seat again. They're not going to move, but of course, make noise for your child or the child that you're associated with when you hear their name. So now we introduce to you Miss Trinice Alexis Thomas. Let me say it again, because Trinice didn't hear. They stand up by their seat, and they're taking their individual high, right? Okay. Miss Aliyah Batiste. Mr. Denroy Bernard Pay. And when I tell you I want you to give him another round of applause, I need you to give him another round of applause. Mr. Tyrese Brave Boy. And if it is you watch the TV and you watch sports, you know what is in his future. And if you ever see me holding my head, it is specifically for Tyrese. Miss Naraya Cadet. And if you know her, so you know it is peppery. Miss Damia Dabo. Damia so lovingly came first for our school. So she is our valedictorian, and Naraya coming second as well, right? So one behind the other. And don't watch Damia with her cute smile. Eh? She was very, very troublesome in class. Mr. Mekai Dekoto. Mekai is quiet, but he fast. If you see him run, and he didn't go to training or nothing yet, so you could only imagine. Miss Olivia Dolan. And when you see it, that sweet face, believe that is a sweet face. Mr. Tremel Douglas. He is the most playful in my class, but when it comes to his schoolwork, he did not play. So give him a round of applause for that. Miss Kate Edwards. Kate will be a dancer, trust me. Miss Layla Fletcher. She is the only person, I think, that could compete with me with the number of bangles and bracelets on their hands, right? And a beautiful artist, so she's giving me competition in more ways than one. Miss Angel Gibbs. Something short about Angel. Angel was dreadfully sick on the first day of CPA. When I tell you dreadfully sick, dreadfully sick. She placed 5th in the class. So I could only imagine if she was firing all cylinders, where she would have been. She might have been out of the school already. So we give her a round of applause for her tenacity. Miss Rihanna Greenidge. Sweet face. Sweet face. Oh, Lord. But a very sweet child. So we give her a round of applause for her actual sweetness. Miss Anissa Jones. Anissa is my girl because she's very quiet. She's actually quiet and she gave no trouble whatsoever. I have my biases, but when I tell you to give the most hearty round of applause to Miss Ariel Joseph, give the most hearty round of applause to Miss Ariel Joseph. I cry, she cries, Strawn cry, we all cried together. Sometimes we didn't talk to one another, but we are here today together. So a round of applause for her again. This next student literally broke my heart because after all I did and I slaved, she likes Miss Charles in pre-K2 more than me. And I cry, and I bawl, and I called her mother, and I said, lose my number? Miss Gabriella Joseph. Very excellent at the job that she did in pre-K2 during her community service and even outside of community service. She was excellent. This next young man knows a lot about a lot of things. He's very knowledgeable all over the place. Mr. Tristan Ogilvy. This next young lady, beautiful young lady, very well behaved. I so lovingly nicknamed her Nini in the first week of school because I was trying to get them to know that the patella is the name of the knee bone. Her last name just happens to be Patel. I thought it was nice word association. Miss Tanisha Patel. If there's anyone that could lime with anyone, could rough it with the boys, can be fancy with the girls, it is this next student, the lovely Sarah Elizabeth Purcell. Sometimes I used to be like, well, Sarah, you're going to hurt yourself, but she never did, and I guess she wouldn't. Next up, we have the lovely Miss Zara Stephen. May I fight up with Zara too, but Zara's knowledge and the way that she attacks her work is very, very commendable, so we give her a round of applause for that. If you ever had a quiet student or a quiet child that never like to give you no hugs and things, just used to come in the class and sit down, it is this next student, but I get hugs now, so I am very proud of that. The beautiful and handsome Mr. Nathaniel Sylvester. I told you all I have my biases, right? This next student, all the teachers will say, from kindergarten, grade 1, all the way up to grade 6. He inside class, he outside the class, he on top the desk, he on the floor. But when I tell you, he has probably the most amazing scientific mind I have ever met from a student, and I am asking you to get out of your seats to give this round of applause to Mr. T.J. Toussaint. I tell you, I have my biases. And you had to stand up. Those who didn't stand up, I'll talk to you all later. And last but certainly not least, a young lady who I have seen mature in the last few years. I have taught her twice thus far. Beautiful on the inside and out. Again, the maturity that I have seen and the growth that I have seen is overwhelming for me. So when I stand here and I tell you that I am very proud of her, I am speaking from the heart, Miss Isabel Tumbarima. And those are my students, the graduating class of 2024. At this time, we're going to invite the lovely... This is a voice that if you don't know it, then something is wrong with you. I am sorry to be the one to tell you. but we're going to invite the lovely Miss Sanaika McKee, and she's going to do a lovely rendition for the graduating class.
Morning, everyone. Congratulations, graduates. Today's rendition, hi Carla. Today's rendition was composed by me and it's called Fly. All right, let's go. I'm one of the greatest of them all. Even when my faith is shaken, I'll still stand tall. There ain't no mountains too hard to climb. Even when my wings are broken, I'll still give life. I'll still give life. Among the giants, you may seem small. What they don't know about you, you'll defeat them all. You're mighty and powerful. You are unstoppable. A force to be reckoned with. You are a winner. You give life. Yeah, you give life. Oh, you give life. Oh, you give life. So don't hold back. Give all that you got. It's your time to shine and give all that's inside. No, don't hold back and give all that you got. It's your time to shine and give all that's inside. Oh, you give life. Spread your wings and fly. Oh, you give life. Spread your wings. You're one of the greatest of them all. Even when your faith is shaken, please stand tall. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
If you all know me, you know that I love music and I love voices. So can we give her another round of applause, please? I just want to say, Mrs. Joseph, you asked me if I was going to sing. I can't sing after that. Are you mad? Are you mental? I can't do that. I can't come after that. Okay. So now we get to the official parts of the day. So please get comfortable in your chair because you'll be sitting for a while and people will be talking for a while longer. At this moment, we would like to invite our lovely principal, Miss Stephanie John, to give her opening remarks.
Well, I was thinking that probably Miss Sonaika could have sang what I had to say. I was thinking that. Chairman of our school board, Dr. Booth Brathwaite, School Director, Mrs. Lana Tumbarima, specially invited guests, past and present staff, past and present parents, and past and present students. Also, Mrs. J.L. Hector, our guest speaker for today, and she's also a past student of the Alpha Junior School. Good morning and welcome to the 2024 graduation ceremony. I am thankful that we're here. We've weathered many challenges over the past couple of days, and I thank God that He made it possible for us to gather as a school family to celebrate these wonderful boys and girls. Let's put our hands together for our graduates. Just before I continue, I want to put out a few disclaimers, probably two. Number one, my thoughts are kind of shared. My son is traveling back to the US today, and I have to be here. But anyway, it's going to be okay. I thought I just needed to let you know this. And also to you students, I want to update you to let you know that both the Mammy apple tree and the wax apple tree was damaged by, yes. But to be fair, it was not all damaged. The problem is, though, amidst all of this, we need to keep you in reality. There is not a Mammy apple tree behind the convent, the St. Joseph's Convent, or behind the GBSS, or behind the SGI. I'm not sure about SGI, but I don't think. But you'll have to find something else. But anyway, over the past academic year, we have faced many challenges as a school, but it is indeed with profound gratitude that we celebrate today's exercise under the theme, Leaving Footprints, Creating Legacies. As a school family, we have seen these amazing boys and girls move from pre-K through to grade 6. Some of them joined later on. They did not all join in pre-K, but they joined later on. And so we are really appreciative of who they've become and that the fact that they've gotten to this point. I can tell you, they've given us smiles, joys, headache, and maybe a few gray hairs too. But altogether, they are amazingly, awesomely special and wonderful. Let's applaud them again. They worked, they played probably a little bit too much, they danced, they ran through the school even though they knew the rule. But again, when you consider them individually and collectively, they remain quite a loving and caring bunch of students. Now, I'm going to ask all of the members of staff who are here now, and you've taught these children, whether you're currently at Alpha Junior School or you would have moved on, I want you to stand. Y'all gonna get licks, you know. Everybody, thank you so much. Give these wonderful persons a round of applause. You may have your seats. I really do want to let this audience know that The group of students who have worked with the children over the years, they've done teachers, sorry. Thank you, Mrs. Gittens. They've done a phenomenal job in bringing the students to where they are today. I mean, you see them there, and some of you who would be able to look at their scores if it's shared with you, you would see that they've all done well. And I want to let you know that these boys and girls, nobody's moving into Form 1 because it is universal education. They've all successfully aced their exams. And give them another round of applause on this. I want to specially recognize Mr. Clark, Mrs. Strawn, Ms. Chaiton in her absence, and of course, the teacher who carried them on the very last leg, Ms. Carrington. You've been I don't want to, you know teachers are not very well paid. You know that, right? You know that? Yes, they're not, and it's not just in Grenada, it's everywhere. Teachers should probably have the best salaries, but they don't. And I can tell you the fact that persons remain, it's because of the commitment and it's because of the drive to see boys and girls go on to rule the world. I particularly want to commend Mrs. Strawn. As you know, we had her leaving at a time when we did not expect her to leave, nor were we happy. But even though she left, she stayed in contact with the school and with the students. Not many persons would have done this, and she did it. So a round of applause for Mrs. Smith-Strawn. I just want to speak a little bit about the teacher who took them over the bridge, and that is Miss Giselle Carrington. I mean, some days I was worried about her. This girl, she knows her stuff. She's an excellent teacher, and because she has taught Form 1s before, I was really confident that she would take the children across the bridge. But sometimes I was worried about her sanity. She would coming down to the wire when I needed her to be a little bit more relaxed, and I figured, okay, grades are submitted, we're on the move. She was just so worried about a few students. And I was coming to say that I don't think Mrs. Strawn made it even better for her because they were in communication, and so Miss Carrington would share with Miss Strawn, of course, what was happening, and the energy was just not what I wanted for her as a teacher. But I was happy that Mrs. Strawn was there to bolster her, if I can use that word. I remember the last couple of times she came to the office, literally in tears, and I had to say to her, look, you have to know that you've done what you could have done. You have to leave it. A couple of times, getting down to the wire again, she began getting sick, and I kept saying, this is not what we want. This is not doing this girl good. And I said, you need to see the doctor. And she said, no, it's going to be okay, it's going to be okay. And not until probably last week or the week before, she did go to the doctor and had to be sent on some leave. So I really appreciate the effort of both Miss Strawn and Miss Carrington in getting the students over the bridge. And of course, at whatever level you would have shared with the children, I want you to know that your guidance and determination and dedication to have them succeed is really valued. Parents, it's your turn. You've sacrificed a lot. There were times when I said to these students, do you know that your parents are paying $1,025 to get you to school? And do you know that they could have sent you to a school where they don't pay that much money or they don't pay any money at all? So we definitely recognize your sacrifice. We thank you that you've been diligent in your commitment to the fees and to ensuring that they arrived on time and that their homework was done. And I'm sure there are times you slipped up, but in a general sense, you were great parents to these children. And I'm sorry, but I'm going to ask you to give the parents a round of applause. They deserve it. Now, as they forge on to secondary school, I have to tell you, and you know, it's not going to be easy. But you have to be there for these boys and girls more than you've ever been. It's not the time because now they're sort of heading into the teenage phase that you have to relax. Of course, you have to allow them to become a lot more independent because the world will demand that of them. But you must be consistently there for your boys and girls. Watch sleepovers, manage on-screen time, know who their friends are, get in contact with your teachers soonest. Now, I'm not telling you go to the various schools and every Monday morning you want to have a conversation. That's not what I'm saying, but I'm saying to you, know your teachers and from the beginning set the tone so that these boys and girls will continue to embrace and to enjoy lifelong learning. And you also have a responsibility as parents to take care of yourselves. Now, there's this notion that as parents, you have to do everything for the children and then you're left undone. Children need parents who are well. Children need parents who would be emotionally available. And I'm not suggesting that you're always going to be available emotionally. Some days you will shout when you shouldn't shout, but you're human. So give yourselves a break. Take care of yourselves. And I'm asking this because I know if you are well emotionally and physically, I know the well-being of our students will be intact as well. So, you've been great parents. Congratulations, and continue to improve on your parenting and be the best parents that you can. Boys and girls, you have made it. God has blessed you. Despite the many challenges, despite the fact that your anchor teacher left in the midway, you made it. She was there for you, and you made it. Despite the fact that you did not always listen, you made it. I'm speaking to them now. I want to encourage you boys and girls to be the best version of yourself. You are going to go out to secondary school and you're going to meet all kinds of people. And I have to tell you about this group, you know. Do you know about roasting? You've ever heard that term, roasting? Well, okay, those of you who are my age and above, let me explain roasting. Roasting is when that's my understanding, you tell people things that's hurtful and it's supposed to be in a joke way, it's supposed to be accepted. This group, I don't know if I got it right. Did I get it right? Well, roasting is where they tell you, boys and girls tell each other painful things. And to me, as the word suggests, when they tell you this thing, you literally feel roasted. So you feel as if you've been through the fire. And they were the first ones who taught me the concept of roasting. I did not know anything about this. So they introduced me to it. But I want to say to you boys and girls, Be intentional about not roasting people. I want to also say to you that roasting, and I told you this before, roasting literally hurts. So I don't want anybody to roast you, you know. I do not. But I'm not going to be there to protect you. But I want you to be able to stand up for yourself. Like the theme says, footprints leaving a legacy. It means that you are going to perform in such a way that the world, the secondary school that you attend to, the community that you belong to, they must not forget you. And they must remember you in a way because of your positive influence. So yes, you're going to get to secondary school and you're going to meet more fool around us than you're normally exposed to. You stand up and be the influencer for yourself and for them. Let the world, let your friends, let the students at your school see you as the example, see you as the light. Because sometimes secondary school and life can get dark. I don't know if people would appreciate me telling you this, but it's the truth. And so it means that as students going forward to the greatly anticipated Form 1, you must have a good sense of self. You must know that you are awesomely made. God created you in an amazing way, and just who you are is just who God designed you to be. If you think about painting, think about yourself as a canvas that has nothing on it. It's clean. No, you are going to go out there and things are going to happen, and you can think about these things as strokes of a paintbrush. No, you have to make sure that the right persons create an impression on your nice, clean canvas. You have to ensure that you feel good about yourself. You have to ensure that you have empathy. So you're not just going out and being callous and treating people poorly. The way you behave should say to everyone around you, I am a proud alphaite. And I want you to repeat this. I am a proud alphaite. I find you said it as if you don't believe it. Let's try it again. 2, 3. And that you are. So as you go out there, choose your friends well. Everybody who tells you something nice or who embraces you for a minute or two is not qualified to be your friend. Also, you want to ensure that you allow your parents to know who your friends are. Don't keep secrets from them, because when you share with your parents, they can protect you. Only yesterday, a colleague was sharing with me about a situation where a young girl should have shared with her parents, and she didn't, and now she is sort of in a bind. And I'm saying to you, don't allow this to happen. There might be things that you don't really feel comfortable speaking to them about. Speak to them about it anyway. They are there for your good. Do you believe me? Do you believe me? Yes. Yes. So, I congratulate you on getting to this point. I want you to know that as part of our motto, we submit as alphaites to lifelong learning. So you've completed your primary school education, you are moving now to your secondary school education, and we will expect you to keep moving on. It's going to be good, it's going to be of great value if you can acquire a skill along the way. So if you're going to secondary school where skills are offered, it's going to be good for you to explore and see which skill can be of great benefit to you. Because you know what? We're discovering academics and some practical skills will get you a long way in life. So again, congratulations. I'm proud of you. We are all here today to celebrate you. We thank you that you have put us on the map with the spelling bee and with dancing and with athletics and we are really appreciative of all of the things that we were able to accomplish because of you. So do not let the world forget you. Go make your mark. Go out there and rule your world with confidence. God bless you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Miss John. If I look a little bit taller, I had chance to put on my shoes. Okay, I just want to point out two things Miss John said. Everything she said makes sense, I agree. Two things. The gray hair, I have one. I have one in the second lock, in my second row there. I named it Tyrese Brave Boy. And if I get a second one, it will be called TB4. So that is very true. And also, the roasting. When the class had two teachers, one of the two teachers used to roast them children sometimes. Oh my goodness. Is that true? One of your teachers used to roast you? Both of, oh sorry, no miss, both are all here. So apparently, both of us used to roast the children, but in the best way possible. Okay? Just so that we know. Because sometimes you have to be able to take it as you dish it out. But now we are going into the part of the program where I am a little bit scared because due to Beryl and all her friends, I was unable to vet everybody's speeches. So there's a speech coming up very soon that has a reference to me, and I didn't look at it. So anything you hear that is defaming my character, please understand the child wrote it and the parents endorsed it. So now I would like to invite Miss Aaliyah Batiste to come to the microphone as she introduces our valedictorian.
Chairman of the Board, Dr. Berth Braffett, Director, Miss Alana Tumbarima, Principal of Alpha Junior School, Miss Stephanie John. The guest speakers, Miss Jill Hector. Good morning, everyone. My name is Aaliyah Gittins Baptiste, and I am honored to stand before you today as we celebrate our graduation. Today, we recognize not only our achievements, but also our hard work and dedication of our classmates, teachers, and parents. I have the privilege to introduce someone very special, our valedictorian, Demia Dabo. Over the past years, Demia has shown some exceptional dedication, perseverance, and academic excellence. Demia is not only an outstanding student, but also a great friend and role model. Whether it's helping others with homework, participating in school activities, or just being there with a smile. She has always been a shining example of what it means to be a true scholar and wonderful person. As we move on to the next chapter of our lives, I am confident that Demia will continue to achieve great things. It is with great pride and admiration that I introduce our valedictorian, Demia Dabo. Please join me in welcoming her to the stage.
Chairman of the Board, Dr. Bert Brathwaite, Director, Mrs. Alana Tumbarima, Principal of Alpha Junior School, Ms. Stephanie John, Guest Speaker, Ms. Jill Hector. It's an honor to stand before you this morning representing the 2024 graduating class of Alfred Junior School. I am your valedictorian, Demia Darbo. First and foremost, I would like to thank Almighty God for giving me the opportunity to address you in such a momentous occasion. Graduates, there is much to celebrate and reflect on, with the successes we have achieved and memories we've created. In this noble institution, we have built relationships, experienced tremendous growth, shared each other's joys and sorrows, which we will definitely keep close to our hearts. This place we have grown to love has provided us with an excellent education, dedicated teachers, and bonds that we dare not forget. As I reflect on our graduation theme, leaving footprints, creating legacies, let us collectively leave a positive impact in our various secondary schools, with lasting impressions not only in our schools, but throughout our lives. We have reached a significant milestone, one that marks the end of an era and the beginning of a new chapter. As we enter secondary school, let us remember to remain focused, aim high, and persevere. Let us always put God first, as Psalms 127 teaches us, that unless the Lord builds the house, those who build it labor in vain. Therefore, our faith in the Master Creator is a key component for our quest for purpose and fulfillment in this life. Additionally, we need to believe in ourselves, acknowledging that each one of us has the ability to achieve anything we put our minds to. Let us choose our friends wisely, as bad company can lead us through negative paths, which can derail us from achieving our goals. My fellow graduates, I want to emphasize on the use of technology and the internet. Let us not be distracted with YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and games. Let us use the internet responsibly. Furthermore, we are in an era where artificial intelligence are competing with human resources. In the face of these transformations, we must hold onto the values and aspirations that have guided us thus far. Let us remember the importance of resilience and adaptability and not make a cell phone and gadgets take control of us. As we reflect on our journey here, we were faced with many challenges, including us trying to survive the surge of COVID-19 pandemic. Though we experienced many setbacks, we conquered. It would be careless of me not to mention the efforts of our dedicated teachers, who went above and beyond their call of duties to ensure we were educated. Safe and cared for. Friends, let us also acknowledge our heroes, moms, dads, aunties, uncles, and grandparents. Your endless sacrifices will not go unnoticed. We love you and we appreciate you. Special mention to my mom and dad for their dedication towards me and my academic studies. The tiring nights of homework and group projects. There were times my mom wanted to sleep, but would fight it to ensure everything was done properly. Carpooling with Auntie Tammy for school and lessons, pick-up and drop-off was fun. It took the presence of dedicated persons in my life for which my success is a reality. Let us give a round of applause to our heroes. We anticipate your continued support throughout our secondary school journey. I remember the first day I joined Alfred Junior School as a transfer student in grade 1. I came in for orientation. It was incredible joy at first sight. When I saw my classmates, I had no uniform and cried to say, "Thank you, Miss Berkeley, for setting me on a solid foundation." Here I am today, a well-rounded product of Alpha Junior School. And I know each of us can boast of the core values taught to us by our teachers throughout our journey in this noble institution. As the social media content creator Darman's famous quote says, "We're not just telling stories, we're changing lives." This profound statement underscores the collaborative efforts of our dear principal and teachers who walked and worked with us through our time in this school. Our teachers went above and beyond adapting the roles of our parents and ensured we were well educated and developed holistically. Words cannot express our gratitude for your years of service and sacrifices. Away from home, you became our mentors, counselors, providers, protectors, coaches, and even nurses. Mrs. Gooding, thank you for always being excited at sports season to gather the cheerleaders and show us the new moves with your dancing skills, and also teaching me love and appreciation for your pre-K ones. Miss Carrington, for your disciplinary skills and your taste of sarcasm. I promise to pay you all I owe when I get my first job for the unnecessary bathroom visits. Mrs. Smith-Strawn, I will never forget your favorite saying, "Oh, you're real allergic to 100%. And sacrificing your Sunday mornings to give us extra classes to ensure we were ready for our exams. Miss John, you really tolerated us after CPEA when we kept bugging you for the results. Mrs. Joseph, those exciting field trips in grade 2 will be lasting memories. Thank you, Mrs. Gittings, for exercising the patience throughout our online classes during the COVID period in grade 4. Mr. Clark is one of the coolest teachers I know. I really enjoyed every class project he gave us. Thank you, Mrs. Chiton, for helping us to complete our journey. Our grade 5 teacher, Mrs. Edwards, though your time with us was short, it was impactful. Our first coach, Mr. Charles, thank you for helping my heart rate increase with the laps you gave us. Our second coach, Mr. James, thank you for making PE fun. And to Coach Renee, thank you for teaching us lots of new exercises and fun games to improve our physical well-being. I must mention my after-school lessons with Mrs. Griffith, which also positively impacted my academic life. Her dedication and commitment towards her students deserves full recognition. I looked forward to every class as she made learning exciting. She never knew after leaving her house the battle with the feisty little dog up the road. All because I wanted to walk home with Aaliyah. I had to call my mom on the phone, wait by the corner for her to call Uncle Leon to hold the dog. All of these memories I will cherish and hold on to. Thank you to the cooks and cleaners for ensuring we were fed and given a clean environment for learning. Each and every one mentioned, I appreciate you. My fellow classmates, permit me to share some of the fun memories we had and acknowledge some of my fellow classmates who impacted my life greatly. Tyrese was the one who always made us laugh. I will never forget when Tramel told TJ, "If you trouble me, I will call my buddies from Four Roads Fair." Naraya, Miss Drama Queen. Miss Gabriella, the fashionista. Rihanna, thank you for the times you woke up my senses with your loud screams. My best friends, Aaliyah and Isabel, for always being there for me, and each of you whom I didn't mention, you did impact me one way or another. You will be remembered. As the saying goes, if you want to go fast, walk alone, but if you want to go far, walk with others. I am truly grateful that we walked together and I had such incredible classmates. As I remind you of the theme once more, leaving footprints, creating legacies, one of the quotes by the famous actress Zendaya from the movie Spider-Man No Way Home says, "Don't try so hard to fit in, and certainly don't try so hard to be different. Just try hard to be you." And remember, most importantly, Romans chapter 8 and verse 28 says, "All the things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are called according to his purpose." As we bid farewell to this chapter of our lives, let us accept our ability to embrace change, learn new skills, and remain open-minded to what life has in store for us. Let us make the best of our days in secondary school, journey, and further. Remember to always strive for excellence, not just for personal gain, but also to positively impact the world which awaits us. We can do it. We will do it. Congratulations to everyone. I thank you.
Just a house note, the driver of PR 235, you are blocking a gate. The driver of PR 235, you are blocking a gate. So we're asking you to kindly move the vehicle. And let's give the mayor another round of applause. You know, this is streaming, and I got a message that said, I went to secondary school at graduation, and that speech wasn't nothing like this girl's speech here. Somebody else said, the mayor for prime minister, so, you know. It was an excellent speech, except that part about somebody being sarcastic. I don't like that. That defamation of character, boy. But I could get over that. So right now, we are going to have a little break in the speeches and a little entertainment for you. Mrs. Gooding and the dancers, they're going to come to do a little something for us. So Mr. Clark will have the music ready, and we will just move some things aside for them. The dancers clearly weren't listening. Y'all dancing now, babes.
Day I live, I want to be a day to give the best of me. I'm only one, but not alone. My finest day is yet unknown. I broke my heart for every gain. To taste the sweet, I face the pain. I rise and fall, yet through it all, this much remains. I want one moment in time when I'm more than I thought I could be. When all of my dreams are a heartbeat away, and the No time for less. I've laid the plans, now lay the chance here in my hands. Give me one moment in time when I'm more than I thought I could be. When all of my dreams are a heartbeat away, and the answers are all up to me. Give me one moment in time when I'm racing with destiny. Then in that one moment of time, I will feel eternity. Oh, you're a winner for my time. If you seize that one moment in time, make it shine. Give me one moment in time when I'm more than I thought I could be. When all of my dreams are a heartbeat away, and the answers are all up to me. Give me one moment in time when I'm racing with destiny. Then in that one moment of time, I will be
Just a point to note, chivalry dead, 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 dead in this place. He dead, Dr. Braffit. If you don't know me, if you didn't know me before, you know me today, eh? Okay, it's all fun and games. Dr. Braffit, I know you don't have the strength. I understand. Okay, so now that we have done all of this, we are now moving to the part of the program that we all like, and this is where we will be giving out our certificates and our gifts to the students. So I'm asking the help of Mrs. Mark, Mrs. Joseph, Miss Joseph, and of course, the HODs, the principal, and the chairman of the board. Just a little bit, not a lot, okay? Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. I didn't ask permission before. Differently to many of our years before, we'll be giving all certificates together. So it may take me some time to call out the certificates, but it's just the one, okay? Just the one presentation that we will be making. So, we could do it? You want to?
best. You can be the King Kong banging on your chest. You can beat the world.
My beautiful students, right? So you'll be coming down and walking in front of me. You stand on the first step to take your picture, okay? Good. I will kindly ask, we have 23. So I'm going to ask Mrs. Gittins to hand out the first set of certificates. Please and thank you. We'll be giving certificates and gifts together. So we'll be giving out the academic award, school certificate, community service certificate to Trinice Alexis Thomas. Trinice has very good performance in language arts, mathematics, science, and social studies. Next, awarding the academic school community service certificates to Aliyah Batiste. Aliyah has outstanding performance in science, very good performance in language arts and mathematics, and good performance in social studies. No, it was a mistake. Mr. Denroy Bernard Pear. He'll be accepting his academic and school certificates. Denroy had good performance in language arts, science, and social studies. Mr. Tyrese Braveboy. Tyrese will be receiving his academic, school certificate, and community service certificates. He had very good performance in science and social studies. Our salutatorian, Miss Naraya Cadet. Naraya will be receiving her academic school community service certificates with outstanding performance in language arts and social studies and very good performance in science and social studies. Our valedictorian, Demia Dabo, receiving her academic, school, and community service certificates for outstanding performance in mathematics and very good performance in language arts, science, and social studies. Thank you very much, Mrs. Gittins. We now call Miss Lacroix. Miss Lacroix, you standing closer to me, please. And let's give it up for Miss Lacroix shoes. Back to the certificates. Mikai Dekoto, receiving his academic and school certificates with very good performance in language arts and science and social studies and good performance in mathematics. Miss Olivia Darland, receiving her academic, school, and community service awards for very good performance in language arts and good performance in mathematics, science, and social studies. Mr. Tramel Douglas. Tramel is receiving his academic and school certificates with outstanding performance in mathematics and science and very good performance in language arts, good performance in social studies. Miss Kate Edwards, receiving her academic and school certificates with very good performance in science and good performance in mathematics and language arts. I am very proud to say this next one. Miss Leila Fletcher, receiving her academic and school certificates with outstanding performance in science, very good performance in language arts and social studies. Miss Angel Gibbs, receiving her academic, school, and community service certificates with very good performance in language arts, mathematics, science, and social studies. A round of applause for Angel again. And thank you very much, Miss Lacroix. I may call on you again. I'm going to call on Miss Stephanie John. Receiving her academic and school and community service certificates, Miss Rihanna Greenwich, with good performance in language arts and social studies. Miss Anissa Jones, receiving her academic and school certificates with very good performance in language arts and good performance in science and social studies. Please remember my biases. Miss Ariel Joseph, receiving her academic, school, and community service certificate with good performance in social studies. Receiving her academic, school, and community service certificates, Miss Gabriella Joseph, with very good performance in science and social studies and good performance in language, art, and mathematics. Receiving his academic, school, and community service certificates, Mr. Tristan Ogilvy, with very good performance in science and good performance in language arts and social studies. Receiving her academic, school, and community service certificates, Ms. Tanisha Patel, with good performance in language arts, mathematics, science, and social studies. Let's hear it again for those graduates, and thank you, Miss John. I'm going to call on Dr. Abert Braffett. Everything I do is with intention, so you have the last few for us. It's not many, I promise. Receiving her academic, school, and community certificates, Miss Sarah Elizabeth Purcell, with good performance in language arts, mathematics, science, and social studies. Woo.
Yeah, you can be the greatest, you can be the best, you can be the King Kong banging on your chest. You can beat the world, you can beat the war, you can talk to God, go banging on his door.
Receiving her academic, school, and community service certificate. And I just want to say, community service, you had to have a minimum of 15 hours. Zara Stephen had 40 hours of community service with very good performance in language arts, science, social studies, and good performance in mathematics. Receiving his academic award and school certificate, Mr. Nathaniel Sylvester. Outstanding performance in language arts and science and very good performance in mathematics and social studies. Remember what we said. See it and let it go. Receiving, and I want a very big round of applause here. receiving his academic certificate and school certificates with outstanding performance in science and good performance in language arts and social studies, Mr. TJ Toussaint. And the boy looking sharp. And last, but certainly not least, and again, with intention is why I did what I did, receiving her academic certificate, school certificate, and community service certificate with 41 hours. Miss Isabel Tumbarima. I don't know what that is. Come, come. There's familiarity, and that's okay. That's okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Bravid. The soft skills certificates. When I say soft skills, you know you have to note certain children and certain things. So we're going to do that separately. It's not a lot of them. I'm going to ask Mrs. Cassandra Strawn to assist with giving out the certificates. I didn't tell her before and she can't say no because she's on the spot. Yeah, Miss Strawn. Right, we are awarding our most disciplined students. When all you look around, who you think it is? Miss Angel Gibbs. And since she's already here, she was voted the most congenial. So Miss Congeniality goes to Angel as well. A big round of applause for Angel. Really and truly, the most disciplined student, right? But she used to bully me and like 3 or 4 students around her. The award for the most improved student, and I'm very sorry that her mom is not here, but this student went from where she was to where I thought she would be and past that. And the most improved student is Miss Aliyah Batiste. And so once the pictures are taken, please give her a heartier round of applause. Thank you, Mrs. Strawn. You can go. All right, we're going to give out some athletic awards, and I'm going to ask Coach Roger to make the presentations. And under the advice of Mr. James, we were able to make these awards. So we have one for a boy and one for a girl. Athletic award for the girl would be Rihanna Greenidge. If you don't know, Rihanna could speed. Rihanna could speed. She could well speed. And she does speed with style. But she deserves the award. Athletic award, boy. He run on the track. He run in the yard. He run in the class. He run up the step. He run down the step. He run in the hall. He run up my back and down my back already. Mr. Tyrese Brave Boy. Why are you watching me? You had to take a photo, chum, and you want to be a track star, take picture. Thank you very much, Coach. Now, I don't know how many times we've given this one. Miss Tron, have we given the Spirit of Alpha before? This is a new one. Hey, Miss Carrington's Spirit of Alpha Award. And I'm going to ask Miss John to join us again for that. Spirit of Alpha, meaning students who embodied Alpha Junior School, represented well at every given moment. We're starting with the female. Somebody who you could put at any point in time. If you say, right now, 10 seconds from now, we're going to put you there, and you have to do this, and she will do it with style as if she practiced for weeks and weeks. So I think everybody knows who the student is, but if you are not aware, Miss Naraya Cadet. Watch your head, please. When I tell you Naraya could MC a event, boy. That's not a good enough applause. I'm sorry. I'm not accepting that from a child. We expect great things from all of them, but you see that one there, you will hear it, eh? You will hear it. Spirit of Alpha, boy. Again, another boy who is always willing, even though he might watch me out of everybody cut eye for putting him in the position, and somebody who has represented us well from pre-K 1 all the way to grade 6. Recognition is a lot because of him, and I know that as he goes on, it will just be recognition upon recognition. The Spirit of Alpha Boy Award goes to Tyrese Brave Boy. No, it's not. Obviously, now we have to award our first place student. And with that, we are going to ask her and her parents to join us in the front as we award Miss Damia Dabo. And I'm going to also ask Dr. Braffett to join Miss John in the presentation of the trophy and plaque. We need plenty hands because it's plenty things all you have to carry. Awarding the plaque to Damia. And also a trophy. Dr. Braffett, do you make that presentation, please? And now we go into position for the picture taking. Thank you. Dr. Bradford, yes, yes. Looking lovely, looking lovely. Thank you very much to the Dabo family. Thank you, Miss John and Dr. Bradford. Now we are on to our feature address. It is a very big pleasure of mine to introduce the feature speaker because she used to be where they are now. She was a little, well, she was never a little thing. She was always a tall thing, but a baby. And now she has gotten so much bigger, so eloquent, so beautiful, just like her amazing mother who sits in the back pretending not to know that I'm speaking about her. But our feature speaker today is none other than Alpha Pass student and the daughter of Miss Cassandra Strawn, Miss J.L. Hector. So you don't have to say yourself, obviously, but you could read. No, it just said, did you just say the chairman of the board, blah, blah, before you start your speech. Okay.
I did not realize the edge of the stairs was there. Good morning. Good morning, graduating class of 2024. Good morning to Chairman of the Board, Dr. Berth Bratchett, Director, Miss Elena. I'm not going to even try because I feel like I'm going to butcher it. So good morning, Director. Principal of Alpha Junior School, Miss Stephanie John. It is a blessing that we are having this ceremony today. It has been quite an eventful week, but to the grace of God, we are here safe, and we are here to celebrate the graduating class. I'll first like to apologize to my mother for stressing her out because of this speech. I had more than ample time to write it, and I procrastinated a lot, but we are here. So, this year's graduation theme is leaving footprints and creating legacies. Creating a legacy isn't by the title or the accomplishments you have, it's how you got there. All the highs and the lows you went through to get where you are. Creating a legacy also takes time. You can't exactly accomplish something if you never set the goal. To set a goal, you will first have to know what you want, then plan how you have to get there. But with that plan, you need to have patience, not just with others, but also with yourself. You can have a plan set and have it graphed out with every detail. That unfortunately doesn't mean it's going to go how you planned. You have to be willing to take time with yourself to navigate the obstacles that come along, to sit back and trust that you can handle it. Sometimes a part of the plan might crumble, and you will need to be patient with yourself to piece it back together. Having to go back to the drawing board or take a break is not the end. Not meeting the mile marker that you had set for yourself will be devastating, but it will give you a chance to improve and come back better than before. That is all part of the process, taking the time and having the patience to continuously put one foot in front of the other and keep moving forward. When I moved to the United States, I had no clue how school was going to go. It was all about trusting a process that I didn't know. But one thing I knew was that I was going to do my best with everything I had to do, especially with adjusting to the new environment. It took some time, and it was very hard at first. I remember being on the phone with my mom after I got home from school, crying because I didn't fit in, and she would always tell me, "It takes time, pray about it." Months later, I was a part of 2 bands, acing my classes, and even had a small group of friends. Whenever I would update her on those things, she would always say, "See how things worked out? All you needed was some patience." When I got to high school, which here would be equivalent to Form 4 or 5 in TAM-CC, my plan was to graduate with a good GPA, go to university, major biology, then go to medical school to become a trauma doctor. In high school, there are pathways, a collection of classes you can take that can help you pursue the career you want to be a part of. For example, there's graphic design, culinary arts, cosmetology, medicine, firefighting, and also military. I wasn't sure on what pathways I would have wanted to complete as yet. Throughout the school year, every morning walking towards a building, there would be his teacher. And as you walked by every morning, he would say, "Good morning, ma'am," or "sir," with a smile on his face. I later found out he was one of the ROTC Air Force pathway instructors. I know it seems like I'm just telling a story, but I promise there's a reason this is important. Towards the ending of the school year, I ended up having a conversation with this teacher, in which he asked me if I ever thought about joining the pathway. I didn't know much about it at first, but I would never have guessed that later that week I would be signing up to have that class the following year. Before that class, I hated giving presentations. I hated group work even more. Fortunately for me, that is mostly what this class is about. There are 3 things you learn within the first few weeks of being in the class: the mission statement, the creed, and the core values. There are 3 core values, but put together we're going to call them ICE. ICE with an S, not a C. Integrity first, for I. S, service before self. And E, excellence in all we do. Integrity first. Integrity is not just about doing the right thing when nobody's looking. It's also about being true to yourself. As you grow and venture out into the world, there's going to be more influences on who you are, and they're going to test your morals. This may cause you to lose yourself in the midst of what is popular and what is going on. But who you are shouldn't change. You are your own person. It is okay to change how you perceive things in the world, but it's not okay to fall into a habit just because what is trending. Staying true to yourself also means knowing how to say no. No, I'm not going to partake in this because I know it's not right. No, I'm not comfortable with this. No, this is not the scene for me. Don't give in to the pressure just because you want to fit in. By being yourself, you will find the perfect crowd for you. Service before self. Doing things without expecting something in return. Helping someone out should not only happen because you know they're going to give you something back. It could also be something as small as asking someone if they're okay, if their mood seems unusual, or sharing a candy bar. Service before self sometimes also means putting your personal matter aside to get the job done. A lot of the time, emotions or past experiences can cloud your judgment and could cause you to overact, which could cause you to hurt yourself or others. When going to perform, whether it's going to work or running a race, you have to put your personal matters aside and do what you have been preparing to do. Hold your head up high and push through to get things done. Excellence in all we do. This one is very important. You have to give 100% in everything you do. Athletes, I know that you've heard this before. Don't cheat the warm-ups, finish the set. That doesn't just apply to the sports, but it applies to everything you do in life. You can't always expect to do half the work and get the full result. When working towards a goal, you have to be willing to give it your best effort, even if things don't always go according to plan. Sometimes life doesn't always go how you plan for it, but that doesn't mean you start dragging your feet and become comfortable with failure. A rough patch is never an excuse to give up on your goals and yourself. There is never a good excuse to give up on yourself. You may not be the best in your country or island for something, but you should be the best cheerleader for yourself. And whenever you don't feel like you have it in you, remember that God is with you, giving you the strength to power through whatever you're going through. Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Everything you do is a step towards who you become and the imprint you leave behind on people. Each one of these steps is a footprint leading towards your legacy. Even the bad steps where you have fallen or tripped is an important step. It shows the challenges you have overcome. I may not have completed my legacy yet, but I'm proud of my current footsteps while creating it. I'm proud of what I've accomplished so far. I placed top 15 when I did CPA. I'm a proud graduate of Alpha Junior School 2018 class. I've moved countries and remained an honor student, repeatedly gaining all A's. A few of my footprints are thanks to the instructor who told me good morning every morning, retired Senior Master Sergeant Keaton. He persuaded me to join the Air Force Junior RTC program. Throughout this program, I've learned how to be more tolerant, how to work in to work in groups and how to become a better leader. I even became one of the few juniors to make head of the program. Oh, and remember when I mentioned things might not always go according to plan? And remember when I said I planned on going to university, which would be my year for that would be next year? I will be continuing my education. However, now with a new plan, my future footprints are on path to me becoming a member of the United States Air Force in the upcoming year of 2025. With all these words I've said in the past few minutes, please remember ICE, with an S, not a C. Integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all you do. You decide where you go from here. You decide what name is made for yourself. You and only you decides your legacy. If you didn't like how you handle certain things or the person you were, let today be a new start, a clean slate, a new step, and a new footprint to be made. Embed this footprint deep in the ground you stand on. Today, you are a part of Alpha Junior School graduating class of 2024, and you forever will be. Be proud of yourself and how far you've come. And because I binge watched the Netflix Cheer series, I had to make one. So graduates, please repeat after me, and please make sure to say it with your chest. Here's to us. Here's to we. Class of 2024. That is me. Look out, world. We are creating our legacy. Here's to us. Here's to me. Thank you.
I just want to thank Miss Jael Hector, and I'd like to ask Mrs. Joseph for the orange bag. Can I have the orange bag? I've also picked up Jael's accent in the couple minutes that she's been here. And I'm going to ask her mom to present this to her. It's not just about being defiant against Mrs. Strawn's wishes, yeah, but it's also like, you know, passing something from one generation to the other. As a teacher, former teacher of Alpha Junior School and former student of Alpha Junior School, both going on to their own new paths in life, we would just like to give this to Jael as a thank you for all that she has done and for being here today. Smile for the camera, ladies. It's like twins, right? Okay, and right now we will have, again, a break in the stiffness. And we're going to hear from two of the finalists, semi-finalists of the Festival of the Arts. Miss Jazion Johnson, who I did not put on because I wasn't sure if she'd be back on her travels. So Miss Jazion Johnson and Miss Micaiah Hutchinson. They both did very well at the Festival of the Arts, and they're going to come do their rendition for us this morning.
Don't let little worries grieve you if you wear a smile. You'll discover that they leave you in a little while. Don't let little clouds upset you. Start writing to sing. Don't let little showers fret you, they don't mean a
nothing. With a smile and a song, life is just like a bright sunny day. Your cares fade away, and your heart is young. With a smile and a song, all the world seems to awaken and you, rejoicing with you as the song is sung. There's no use in grumbling when raindrops come tumbling. Remember you're the one who can fill the world with sunshine. When you smile and you sing, everything is in tune and it's spring when life flows along with a smile and a song.
A round of applause again for Micaiah and Jazion. Right now, I would like to invite Miss Naraya Cadet as she makes, I'm not going to tell you what it is. You know, just listen to what it is. But a round of applause for Naraya.
Chairman of the Board, Dr. Bert Braffett, Principal, Ms. Stephanie John, staff of Alpha Junior School, Director, Mrs. Alana Tumbarima, parents, guest speaker, Ms. J.L. Hector, charge presenter, Mrs. Alana Gooding, and well-wishers, and my fellow graduating class of 2024. Today, as we celebrate our graduation, we want to take a moment to express our heartfelt appreciation to you. Our parents, your unwavering support, sacrifices, and love have been the foundation of our success. Each of us has prepared a letter of gratitude for you, a small token of our immense thanks for believing in us and helping us reach this significant milestone. Thank you for everything you have done and continue to do for us. This day belongs to all of us, and we celebrate it together with you. Thank you.
And now coming to do a tribute to the staff and the parents. That was just the introduction. Tanisha Patel and Sarah Elizabeth Purcell.
Dear parents and teachers, today we gather to celebrate the remarkable achievements of your 2024 graduates. As we look back on the years of hard work, dedication, and support that have brought us up to this moment, we are filled with gratitude for the unwavering guidance and encouragement you have provided.
Teachers,
Your passion for teaching and dedication to your students have truly made a lasting impact on us. From the engaging lessons to the extra help you've provided, we appreciate everything you've done.
Parents, I also wanted to extend a heartfelt thanks to you. Your belief in us has inspired us to excel and pursue our dreams. We are truly thankful for all the sacrifices you have made to provide us with this opportunity to learn and grow. Together, we are forever grateful for everything you have provided. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
At this time, I'm going to tell the students you have just a couple seconds. Make it to your parents and please present them with your letters. Parents, I hope you got tissues. Yes, I said make your way. You could go ahead. 30 seconds is what you have. And parents, right there, you can open it to have a read. When you're finished, you come back to your seats, babes. Not Angel drinking water. Give them a nice hug and a kiss too, eh? Don't just go and slam the envelope in their hand. Parents, take a little moment to open and read, unless they glue it down. If they glue it down, that makes sense. And while the parents are reading, and the children are coming back to their seats, I am going to ask Miss Alexandra Fletcher. I was told she had to come up here to do something. So let's hear a round of applause for the amazing Lexan Fletcher. That's my Lexan voice.
I was hoping to get a day off, Miss Carrington. I'm just here for 2 minutes, and I just want to say congratulations to the 2024 graduating class of Alpha Junior School, and a round of applause for them again. Woo. So I just have 2 jobs, so I'm going to make it short and sweet. It's not about me today. To the entire Alpha Junior family, the teachers, the principal, Ms. John, everyone, the parents of the class of 2024, we're so happy and proud to present to the school, Alpha Junior, with a comprehensive first aid kit for the establishment. We know that such a gift will be a blessing to the school, and I mean, just think of the times we live in now, and in particular, the hurricane season. This gift will provide the school much needed support in terms of first aid support, and we will be happy to present the gift. We don't have it right now, but we will be more than happy to provide this to the school before the new academic term. So on behalf of all the parents, we just want to say thank you with the kit, and we hope that you put it to good use, and hopefully you don't have to use it too much. Yes? Right. And then we have a special monetary contribution. A little bird told a few of us that the teachers are planning something special. And we know the teachers, they work hard year-round, every term. And we want to make, I was told, I'm not at liberty to let you know the amount, but let's just say it's a nice amount. We want to make a monetary contribution to the teachers as a special gift towards their event. Yes. you. And I think that's it for me. I just have one thing to say. Y'all could invite me to that little lime. You know, I like red wine. Yeah. But congratulations again. It's such a happy moment to be here. And I just want to say to each and every one of you, the sky's the limit. The world is your oyster. And I heard I have to watch my back because Naraya coming for my MC work soon. So cheers. Come for it, Naraya. Come for it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Fletcher. So now I would like to invite two parents, and all the parents have been very instrumental in the children's journey in the school. And I want to highlight these two because they are very, very supportive. It's not that the others aren't, but they are. And I have seen so much of them. It's like they work there. And with the amount of activities they have for their two children, it's amazing that we see them so much and you hear them all the time. They will be helping with sports, but they would also be on the finish line waiting, and they would be at the first aid, the tent, doing what they have to do. So I want to invite Tyrese's parents, Miss Sophia Monroe and Mr. Martin Braveboy, to come up, and they will be doing the parents' response to the graduates. A big round of applause. Because I know it's not easy. I know.
Good afternoon, all. I'm Tyrese's mommy, Sophia. The one to make the most noise.
Okay, Chairman of the school board, Dr. Bud Braffett, Director, Ms. Alana Barima, Principal of Alpha School, Ms. Stephanie John, Guest Speaker, Ms. Jael Hector, Charge Presenter, Ms. Alana Godin, teachers, graduates, parents, well-wishers all. We, the parents, have watched you overcome challenges and exceed every expectation. Today, as you graduate, we are filled with pride and joy. Your graduation makes the beginning of your dreams turning into reality. As you make this next step in your educational journey, we encourage you to stay focused, face all challenges head on to be successful. We as parents continue making it our duty to provide you with the tools to ensure your continuous educational journey. We love you with all our hearts. Thank you very much.
We love you guys.
Thank you very much, Mr. and Ms. Tyrese's parents. That's what I have on my program. And now we will have Mrs. Joseph, who will give the staff response to the students very shortly. Very short. Sorry. She would like a special round of applause for herself in a beautiful purple dress.
Good morning, good afternoon. Hi. Okay, sorry. Chairman of the board, Dr. Bud Braffett. Director, Mrs. Alana Tumbarima. Principal of Alpha Junior School, Ms. Stephanie John. Guest speaker, Ms. Jael Hector. My task today is really simple, teacher's response. It's an honor to stand before you today on behalf of the teachers. It's indeed a momentous occasion as we celebrate the achievements of both staff and students. As you stand on the threshold of a new chapter, we look back at the many learning opportunities for both teachers and students. Yes, we were the teachers Yes, we were the teachers. However, you, the students, taught us as well. From my experience with you graduates and your parents, it was an amazing experience. Remember that field trip? That field trip by the river when Auntie Callan cooked the pot of pilau? Ah, Mr. Purcell, remember mixing that cement in the yard to make cement floor pots? All right. This group of parents changed my name from Mrs. Joseph to Mrs. J. As you embark on this new journey, know that you carry with you the support and love of your families, the wisdom and guidance of your teachers. Congratulations, graduates. The future is yours to shape. Remember, Alpha stands for excellence. Leave your footprints and create legacies. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Joseph. There are two students in the back row that I do not want to call their names, but please get it together. Now we are on to that very special part of the program where we say thank you and we say goodbye and then we get to eat a little bit. So right now I would like to introduce none other than the beautiful Miss Isabel Tumbarima as she does our vote of thanks.
Chairman of the school board, Dr. Bert Braffett, Director, Mrs. Alana Chumburima, Principal of Alpha Junior School, Ms. Stephanie John, Guest Speaker, Ms. Jael Hector, Charge Presenter, Mrs. Alana Gooding. Respected faculty members, proud parents, distinguished guests, and graduates, good afternoon. Today marks a significant milestone in our lives, and it is with great gratitude that I stand here to deliver this vote of thanks on behalf of my fellow graduates. We learned about gratitude and humility, that so many people had a hand in our success. A quote by Michelle Obama. On this special occasion, we therefore pause to give thanks to the hands who have been a part of our success. We first give praise to God who has brought us this far. We also extend our heartfelt appreciation to our families and friends who have supported us tirelessly throughout this journey. Your unwavering encouragement and belief in our potential have been the pillars of our success. You had a hand in our success. We are deeply grateful to our teachers and academic mentors for their guidance, knowledge, and wisdom imparted to us over the years. Your dedication to our education has shaped not only our intellect, but also our character. Special thanks to Mrs. Carrington, Mrs. Chaitan, Mr. Clark, and Mrs. Smith-Strawn for your labor of love, sacrifice, and dedication as we completed our grade 6 CPA examination. We would not be here today without your consistent efforts to ensure our success. You had a hand in our success. Special thanks to the administrative and auxiliary of staff of Alpha Junior School and our wonderful principal, Ms. Stephanie John, for your consistent contribution to the success of the school. Your efforts behind the scenes have ensured that our academic experience was smooth and enriching. Your hard work certainly has not gone unnoticed. You had a hand in our success. I have the privilege to thank the following contributors for their support in this graduation.
To Thy Father's House Ministries, thank you for allowing us to use your church on this special occasion. Creative Chef, for your tasty treats prepared for this event. Miss Alyssa Ed, for your help during our graduation song. To Mr. Nika McKee, for your wonderful song. TNR Comms, for your video and live streaming. Aerial Visions, for your 360 photo booth rental. Gittins Healthcare Pharmacy, for your donation of a first aid kit. Mr. Haran Photo, for your lovely photograph of our special day. To Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited, Koyaba Beach Resort, Sandals Grenada, and Bell Lounge Luxury Spa for your donation to our graduation and field trip. Ms. Stephanie John for the principal's remarks. Ms. Damia Dabo for your outstanding valedictorian address. To Mr. and Mrs. Braveboy and Mrs. Joseph for your responses to the class tribute to staff and parents. Ms. J.L. Hector for your inspiring feature address. Mrs. Alana Gooding for your charge to the graduates. To the Grade 6 Graduation Committee and Fundraising Team for your efforts to the success of this event. I also want to thank everyone else who has been instrumental in making our graduation a success. Graduates, teachers, and parents, and staff. Thank you all for making this graduation momentous and special. You all had a hand in our success. I thank you.
Every event that I host or speak at, I will have to ask Demia and Isabel to write my speeches for me. Thank you very much, Isabel. A round of applause for her. We now ask Mrs. Alana Gooding to give the students their charge. So a round of applause for Miss Gooding. She's a little shy, so we want to encourage her.
Chairman of the Board, Dr. Brophet, School Director, Mrs. Alana Tumbarima, Principal, Miss Stephanie John, Guest Speaker, J.L. Hector. A pleasant good evening to everyone. Dear graduates, on the behalf of our entire Institute of Alpha Junior School, it's my privilege to offer to you a charge the occasion of your graduation. The charge is characterized as a command, a direction, an instruction, a wise encouragement to you under the theme, Leaving Footprints, Creating Legacies. This is a tall order, and whereas we cannot presume to know all of the paths that you will walk and the opportunities that you will seize, we can offer the assurance that you have done a great deal to prepare yourself for these opportunities, and now it will be up to you to take hold of what is to come next. Graduating from grade 6 into high school is not the time to slack, but rather taking the steps to maturity and taking steps to moving forward, growing in wisdom and direction. Your parents have sacrificed so much to get you to this place and have been willing to give all that it takes to educate you to this point. Now it's your turn to take these few years to take the next few years to give back to them by partnering with them and being a student that is willing to learn, one who is teachable, a person of excellence and character, And not forgetting the family of Alpha also represents excellence. So be ready to give it your all. It is time to accept responsibilities for independent learning. A time to be firm in your commitment to what is true and important. In your new learning environment, be brave. Be brave to ask questions, but don't be satisfied for just correct answers, but instead, train yourself to always look for better ways or better answers. Don't settle for just being a good student, but be creative, be innovative, see the big picture, and explore the big world. Finally, make sure you learn to communicate well. Communication is perhaps the least emphasized skill set in most educational programs and institutes. But I guarantee you that communication will be the ultimate key to success. So to you, wonderful graduating class of Alpha Junior School 2024, I challenge you to take everything you've learned from every experience within your learning environment and make the best of it. No, it's not going to be easy, nor will success come knocking at your door tomorrow. But I want for all of you to continue to make progress. Whether it be in school or becoming a better person in life, always continue to make progress. Now, as we prepare to depart from each other, we pray the Spirit of God shall follow you wherever you go. May the mercies of God be upon you, and his never failing love keep you through and in your entire school life and forever. Creed en ti mismo, believe in yourself. Amete a ti mismo, love yourself. Confíe en Dios, trust in God. Gracias. Thank you.
Former grade 6, and we could say thank you in Spanish too. Can we say thank you to Miss Gooding in Spanish, please? Look at us, all of us are bilingual. Now we have our salutatorian, that would be Miss Naraya Cadet, and she would share with us their purpose, what she would talk about as our purpose. So a round of applause again for Naraya.
Chairman of the Board, Dr. Bert Braffett. Director, Mrs. Alana Tumbarima. Principal of Alpha Junior School, Ms. Stephanie John. Guest speaker, Ms. J.L. Hector. Charge presenter, Ms. Alana Gooding. And my fellow graduates. Today marks a significant milestone in our lives as we stand to celebrate the end of a chapter and commence another. We have been an exceptional group, and now we are ready and well prepared to step out of the familiar halls of Alpha Junior School and into the newness of secondary school. As we gather here, we reflect not only on the memories we have created, but also on the legacies that we are expected to leave behind. Our theme for today's graduation, Leaving Footprints, Creating Legacies, resonates deeply with the essence of our purpose as we say goodbye, as we graduate. Each of us has embarked on a journey of growth and learning, leaving footprints in the sands of time that celebrated our experiences, achievements, and successes. We also ponder on our challenges and on our pains and the sad times we had. In the midst of all that celebration and pondering, we reflect and recognize the impact we have had on the entire family of Alpha Junior School. When we entered Alpha, we were as curious as newborn babies, eagerly wanting to absorb knowledge, forge friendships, and discover our strengths and weaknesses. We were eager to create an experience that would last a lifetime. Along the way, guided by our dedicated teachers and supported by our families, we have not only gained knowledge, but also developed a rich value and strong moral that aided in defining who we are as boys and girls. Today, as we prepare to take the next step forward, we carry with us not just our academic accomplishments, but a commitment to leaving positive footprints wherever we may go. These footprints will symbolize the kindness we have shown, the challenges we overcame, and the efforts we made to succeed, both within our school community and beyond the Alpha walls. We say to you that our journey does not end here. No, it absolutely does not end here. Instead, it transforms us into a new phase where we have the opportunity to create even greater legacies. I've been using this word a lot. What does it mean to create a legacy, you may ask? Simply put, it means leaving behind something that lasts, a mark of our presence that continues to inspire and uplift others long after we have moved on. Therefore, as we look ahead, as we look around the corner, as we look beyond the horizon, let us remember that each of us has the power to shape the world in meaningful ways. Whether we become creatives, athletes, scientists, educators, entrepreneurs, or even leaders, let us strive individually and collectively to leave behind a legacy of integrity, compassion, and of course, excellence. In closing, I challenge each of my fellow graduates to embrace the spirit of leaving footprints and creating legacies as we embark on this next chapter of our lives. Let us make our mark on the world in a way that honors our time here and inspires those who will follow in our footsteps. And I want us to remember, no matter what we do, no matter where we go, there is absolutely no reward without labor. Indeed, that is our purpose as the Alpha Junior School graduating class of 2024. Thank you.
All right. So now the graduating class is going to sing us a song. I'm not seeing my guitars. Oh, look at in the back there. Hi, Alyssa. Let's hear it from Miss Alyssa Ed, who graciously gave up her time to accompany and practice. Now remember in the beginning when I said there's certain things that are a little wonky and you're just going to see it, hear it, and just let it go? The song, my brothers and sisters. It might be rocky, but we see it, we hear it, and we let it go, okay? Right, not everybody is Sonaika McKee. But I would like you to give them a round of applause as they make their way center stage to let you know exactly how great they are.
go tell them
I'm greater, I'm greater, I'm greater.
Somebody tell them from a please, yeah.
I'm greater, I'm greater, I'm greater.
Put your glasses up to the sky. If you feel to cry, you could cry. Everybody have their tough time. Sometimes all it takes is one line. Pick up a real friends by your side. Man, the energy have to ride. Touch and wait, watch it take flight. Everything will be alright. Run, go tell them
I'm greater, I'm greater, I'm greater.
Somebody tell them from a please, yeah.
I'm greater, I'm greater, I'm greater.
Don't stop, don't yield, go please, more speed. Remember enjoyment over stressing. I'm not joking, I'm not toting. Nothing I can control, I put in. Know that don't lift your glass high. Put your glasses up to the sky. If you feel to cry, you could cry. Everybody have their tough time. Sometimes all it takes is one line. Pick up a real friends by your side. Man, the energy have to ride. Just some wait, watch it take flight.
Everything will be alright.
Run, go tell them
I'm greater, I'm greater, I'm greater.
Somebody tell them from a please, yeah.
I'm greater, I'm greater, I'm greater.
Free up yourself, ease all your stress. We graduate, oh Lord, we graduate. Free up yourself, ease all your stress. We graduate, oh Lord, we graduate. Put your glasses up to the sky. If you feel to cry, you could cry. Everybody have their tough time. Sometimes all it takes is one line. Pick up a real friends by your side. Man, the energy have to ride. Set some waves, watch it take flight.
Everything will be alright.
Run, go tell them
I'm greater, I'm greater, I'm greater.
Somebody tell them from a please, yeah.
I'm greater, I'm greater, I'm greater.
I'm greater, I'm greater,
I'm greater.
Somebody tell them from a please, yeah.
I'm greater, I'm greater, I'm greater.
Okay, so they'll be going back to their seats. Don't sit down, just go back over there and pick up your belongings. And I'm going to ask Gabriella and Nathaniel to stay back. And let's hear a big round of applause. Beryl really do it to us, huh?
A pleasant good evening to all. A pleasant good afternoon to all. As we close this chapter of our lives, let us reflect on memories we've made, the challenges we're overcome, and the friendships that were built. Today marks the end of one journey and the beginning of another. As we step into the future with hope and determination, cheers to new beginnings and endless possibilities. We would like to thank everyone for attending and those who made this event possible. Thank you.
At this time, I would like you to stand, and I'm going to ask Mr. Clark to, play the music of our people. My people, maybe not yours, but the music of the people. Students are going to make their way out, so I encourage you to make as much noise as you can. Encourage them because they won't be stepping foot back here as Alpha Junior School students. We want to congratulate them. I don't know how many final chapters they could have because they have real final chapters today, but the book is done for Alpha Junior School for them right now. So Mr. Clark will start playing.
Ready there. Sour, say. Thank God I'm alive and well. I'm alive and well. And they no fake smile at my eyes can't tell. No. Yo, but mine I don't know. Send you but tell them you will see me now. You see me now. You see me now. Envious people, I beg you please. When you see me, don't see me now. Don't see me now. Don't see me now. Don't see me now. Talk the things that boys say. They say talk the things. It's like them and want to see my people win. I say jealousy and grudges are sin.
All right, and thank you everyone for attending. That is the end of our program. As you can hear, they are very excited, so please stick around. Say thank you to who you have to say thank you to, hug who you have to hug, cry with who you have to cry with, and do enjoy the rest of your afternoon and weekend.